Lord, I thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain.
And if they'd had enough sense to open a book and study history, they wouldn't be going out here and voting these Democrat tickets because the Klan was founded by Democrats.
Bitch, you think it's small. We need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big, bitch. You need to be thinking big, bitch. Think big, bitch.
He was so cool.
He what?
He looked so cool.
Cool.
He'll flip burgers. That didn't work. Oh, that's a real hustler right there, a real grinder. Somebody, oh, that didn't work, I'm going to try this. Oh, that didn't work, I'm going to try this. Hey, man, and keep a sense of humor while you failing and keep on laughing and watch them breaks come and watch God just bless you. Bam! Keep a smile on your face. Keep trying. Keep trying. Every time you fall, get up, brush your leg off and laugh. Man, the devil can't fuck with you. He gonna say, I'm done with that motherfucker, man. I can't break him. He keep trying everything. That didn't work for him. He's trying this now. And he got a smile on his face. Who gonna stop a motherfucker like that? Can't stop you.
Jesus Christ.
Here we go. People have long debated the historical and spiritual validity of Jesus, asking whether the stories about him reflect the actual person, a layered mix of memory and legend, or a symbol shaped by later communities. While many historians agree that someone named Jesus of Nazareth likely lived in the 1st century Judea, the accuracy of the miracles, the resurrection, and even some sayings attributed to him are less certain because the sources, mainly the gospel, were written decades later by followers with theologic aims. Others point out that there are few contemporary, non-Christian records mentioning him, which leaves room for question about how much of the narrative grew from faith rather than strict history. Exploring these tensions invites people to weigh evidence, tradition, and personal belief when considering who Jesus might have truly been. Maybe it's just a spirit that resides inside all of us. I think we should look into the method of madness of Jesus Christ. Enter the kingdom.
So, if you're constantly creating a nasty chemistry within you, how is life within you supposed to understand you're seeking well-beings? How? It's just unfair. Life within you thinks he lacks ailments and gives it to you. Yes, if you're poisoning your system from within, for which there is substantial proof, where every thought and emotion, the chemical composition of your body is changing, if you're creating poison from within you, and you want to live well, how is it? Life doesn't work like that. Unless you do right things will not happen to you.
Some scholars and readers of the gospel suggest that Jesus may not have sought worship of himself as much as he encouraged people to live rightly and love one another. In several passages, he points people back to God, urging them to care for poor, forgive freely, and practice humility. When people tried to elevate him, he often redirected attention towards serving others or honoring God rather than building up his own status. Even in moments when he accepted expressions of reverence, his teaching emphasized doing the will of God, loving your neighbor, seeking justice, and showing mercy. This was the heart of his message. Seeing the zeal and expectation of those around him, he may have realized that people were more likely to fixate on his image rather than to live out life with compassion and the justice that he taught. The Gospels show him urging followers not to just call him Lord, but to practice mercy, forgiveness, and love for their enemies. Warnings that hint at awareness that admiration could overshadow action. Jesus may have anticipated that future generations would build rituals and titles around him, even as he pointed them towards a deeper way of life rooted in service, humility, and care for the marginalized. Such reflections highlight the tensions between venerating a teacher and embodying the lessons that the teacher tried to impart.
You are now tuned in to Method Madness.
In a drought, God will talk to you about rain. In lack, He'll talk to you about abundance. When you feel insignificant, like you could never make much out of your life, He'll talk to you about greatness. He'll put things in your spirit that seem impossible to accomplish. Or when you're lonely, you don't think you'll ever meet the right person, He'll talk to you about a divine connection. He speaks to your spirit about what's coming. But very often, it's just the opposite of what our circumstances look like. You heard abundance, but all you can see is lack. You heard healing, all you can see is sickness. Or you heard new levels, all you can see is more of the same. The question is, whose report are you going to believe? What you saw with your eyes, or the report of the Lord, what you heard in your spirit?
Jesus is someone who blended a way of being with the simple, steady call to be a good person. His teachings weren't just lists of rules. They described the inner posture, humility, mercy, and generosity. By linking attitudes of the heart with concrete acts of kindness, he showed that moral life was not a burden, but a flow of character rooted in love for God and thy neighbor. Jesus' message invited people to cultivate an integrated life where who they were inside and what they did for others became one and the same, offering a model in which goodness was less about rigid laws and more about embodying compassion and integrity every day. There comes a point in time along the journey in life where experience and mistakes converge, and you'll see with clarity that the heart of wisdom is simply doing the right thing. Trust that righteousness has a strength of its own. When you reach that understanding, life's noise settles, and every step forward feels lighter because you're guided by clear, uncomplicated purpose. Titles, grudges, and old arguments lose their hold, and what remains is a steady call to act with honesty and fairness, love for the sake of it.
You are now tuned in to Method Madness.
Okay. Everybody has a come to Jesus meeting at some point in time. A come to Jesus meeting is a sharp bend in the road where life's noise suddenly clears and you can no longer dodge the truth about yourself. It's when excuses lose their shine and you're forced to stare at the gap between who you've been and who you know you could be. In that moment, there's a reckoning, but also an opening, a chance to realign, let go of what's dragging you down, and reconnect to living with clarity, integrity, and forward motion. Everybody can embody the Jesus spirit. Just depends on when you're ready to live. WWJD.